I had a really positive experience with practice educators.
It allowed me to transfer what I learned at university to the practical environment of being on the road with sort of experienced paramedics.
I feel like I've had a really positive experience over my 3 years.
Yeah, it was a really, really fantastic start to my career.
You really understand how to actually do the job.
In the first year, I had two practice educators. One of them was very much a textbook paramedic. He followed everything by the book, and it was such a good way to learn because he was such a role model.
I've had the same practice educator for the 3 years and she's been really brilliant.
The other one was really inspiring, and still today he's the person that I aspire to be as good as. He was so passionate, always positive, the care for the patient was always first.
As long as they were enthusiastic and positive about the job, that definitely rubbed off on me and made my experience much more fulfilling.
So from when I first started, I really did lack confidence. I think it was just the unknown of what I was going into and stuff like that.
In the first year, the practice educator gave me some really safe, simple targets, like always going in and doing the primary survey, taking basic observations, and they were very achievable, and by meeting those and doing them consistently, it built up my confidence.
She's really good at communicating with me. She's always offering extra time.
Being able to get feedback after every job, sort of about what went well, what you could do for next time, which allows you to improve your practice.
You don't just need to know that positive praise, you also need to know the small things that you can improve to make better. You need to hear the good and the bad. And some were maybe in the first few shifts didn't want to let you down or didn't want to knock your confidence, but actually that's what I needed to hear.
They did allow me to make mistakes where they could, which ultimately helped me to become a better clinician.
The thing that she said to me was, you will probably know things academically and be much more up to date than I am, but I will do my absolute best in order to provide you with the confidence and the support that you can then turn that into practice.
We can't all be experts in everything, and I think practice educators are really good at acknowledging when they're not as clued up on something, and they're really good at pointing you in the direction of people or other pathways that can help you improve your knowledge.
If they're understanding and patient with you, you're new on the road and not necessarily going to be familiar with everything you're doing. So if they take the time to go through everything with you nice and carefully and thoroughly, then it really impacts your further development.
It's really good when you can both sit down together and sort of do some research sort of as a team, so you both, and the next time you experience something similar, can be better equipped.
There's almost a pivoting moment where you realise that you as a student, you have to take much more ownership of your own development, and it's not all going to be fed from the practice educator, but it's also about the practice educator also letting go a little bit and letting you occasionally stumble, but eventually you will flourish.
It's really beneficial when a practice educator gives you the freedom to develop your own independence in the work environment, rather than being strict and holding you back, which is what I expected a practice educator to be.
Allowing you to discuss with them your thought processes without forcing their sort of thought process on you first.
It was really important that they had the trust in you to slightly step back and allow you to look after the patient and attend the jobs that you could do within your scope, and then afterwards let you reflect back to them rather than stepping in. And that finally made me feel what it was like to have that pressure, and that's what really prepared me for being a paramedic on the road.